Ooh, going to go and check a cow. She just gave birth. She's meant to have a vaginal prolapse. Let's see how it goes. I'm gonna try to reduce it. Get some meds. Right. 2 miles we gonna walk. Whoosh. Let me see. Alright, that's the signs of cow. She look young, boy. Nice cow. Let me see the prolapse. Hey, you not so bad. We go fix that, man. Yeah. She will probably have a little dirty after the calf. For the calf is a bull. Here for calf. Calf pretty here, boy. Oi, you good? Come and say hello. Mommy cow, don't get vexed with me. Alright. Yeah. That's a shorten, eh? Let me see. Let me see if I can reach it there first. I'll give her injection too. So she don't get no infection. Oh, she looks strong. When they're strong like that, normally they don't get prolapse. So maybe he has some stuff stay back inside. I go shove me hand inside, man. See she forcing a little bit still. Peek out, pee, let me see you pee. Yeah. What that is good is a vaginal prolapse, so that could fix. If the hole inside it come out, might have fix it still, is that just. Okay guys, so I got called out for this cow. She gave birth a few days ago and she ended up with a prolapse. You can see here. We were out in the middle of some farmland. There was not any good location to actually shorten her or restrain her properly. So I was trying to get her by the nose because I wanted to give her an antibiotic injection before going on with trying to reduce the prolapse. She seemed to have been grabbed by the nose before because she was not having me. She had such a beautiful calf that was by her side the whole time. Now, if it was any other animal, I would rush to reduce the prolapse, but this is a cow. They're pretty hardy. As you can see here, she actually put the prolapse towards the camera. There's some brown area that was out for a while and some nice pink area on the inside. So I'm actually going to reduce this later on and push everything back in her. You can see here I got her by the nose and I stuck an injection in her. It went pretty fast compared to the other things. I'm out of the shot there. You can see me capping back my needle. So now that that was over, I had to approach her in a way to get. I knew if I got my hands on the prolapse, she's gonna stop. I did not bring my rectal sleeves. I was not coming from home when I got the call, but I went anyway. Sometimes you have to make that decision. Yeah, but the call was not letting us get close enough to do anything. So figured out a strategy. If we shorten her to the tree, maybe that will work. But that didn't work, so we had to tie another chain onto her. Now, if you're not used to Caribbean culture, most cattle are tattered. This one is usually on a pole, so they would bring the food and water to this cattle. And it's the dry season, so you can see it's really dry around. So she actually had ample food. She's not usually tied this short, but we had to try to restrain as best as we could. So there are many causes of vaginal prolapse. Usually it will be late term pregnancy you get this, but after giving birth, the most likely cause would have been retained fetal membrane. So it's either a piece of the placenta or something stayed behind, and the irritation caused her to force, which pushed everything out because of course she already gave birth to the calf. Now you can see here as I got hands on it, it can be a bit irritating, but usually what happens is if you get her and start examining the prolapse, the animal would then try to push as if she's still in labor. You can see here as I lifted it up, she urinated a bit, which opened actually her urethra. I'm using an old technique that was taught to me by a very old time vet. Even in these modern times, the old techniques do work. And you can see here, I'm putting something on the prolapse to reduce it. I'll tell you why later. Let me see in the comments if you can guess what I'm using now to reduce this prolapse. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this thing on there. It's really soft, friable tissue and it's inflamed because it's outside. The discoloration actually will change when it goes back inside. So I'm going to put this on the prolapse and rub it around. And as I keep rubbing it on there, the fluid from the inflammation is going to come out. And then you see it's going to get wet, which serves two purposes. Not only would it reduce the size of the prolapse, it would also give some sort of a lubricating effect. And after which I'm going to try to shove everything back up through the passage. Now, if you see the size of the calf and the size of the prolapse, I could actually push the prolapse back in. The cow was a bit reluctant at times, but you can see here she was more annoyed with being tied shut than with me in the back. It's not a painful procedure, but I guess you would have a lot of sensation. So I had to put it back in position in the reverse position to a calf coming out. So I'm pushing forward and up into that calf, that pelvic canal. She's going to relax a little bit and give me a better chance to do it. But here, have a look. This does take some doing. I was physically exhausted afterwards. It's probably as bad as pulling out a stuck calf. Yep, but the cow was much more facilitating this process at this point. You can see again getting close. She's not actually sedated. It's best done with a fully conscious animal. I'm going to give her an injection later on for pain, just in case an inflammation. But here you see, we put some more of that substance on it. I'm going to tell you in a little while, but guess in the comment if you got this far and you think you know what I'm using. Leave a guess in the comment. I'm going to tell you in a while after we reduce the prolapse, but there, I'm actually blocking the part where I'm shoving it back in. But yeah. So first I got the prolapse back into the pelvic cavity. Then I push everything back in its rightful position. Actually had to use a closed fist to hold it in place for a while. And then I will really move my hand and see if it comes back out. If it doesn't come back out, of course, it's a success. If it does, we would have to do everything over again. So have a look, see how it plays out.
Ooh. That takes some pushing. She's a lot calmer now. Prolapse reduced. Calf cooperative. Giving her 10 minutes to see if she push it back out. And then she could go along she merry way. Hey mommy cow. You like that? Alright. Yeah, we give her 5 more minutes. If you come back out, we're good to go. But based on how the back there now, we shouldn't come back out. Probably slacken on the chain and let she cool down a little bit. And we're good to go. I'm tired. Yes, what you see. Whenever you have vaginal prolapse in a cow, you could reduce it with some good old brown sugar. It's going to pull a lot of the water out, reduce the inflammation, and then you push it back in there. When it goes back into the body, it normally loses all that big size. I gave her an antibiotic injection anyway. She's going to be alright. She has good milk. Calf is nice and healthy. We should be okay. Okay, she's peeing good. So the fact that she could pee good now, that's a win on our side. So let me see, 5 more minutes still. little one. Alright, nothing then push back out. Right. Let me see. Alright, good. You could take off the chain off for now. You go back inside.